Hey everybody, Swagger Pineapple here again. So, everybody, today, that's a little bit better. It's sideways. Okay, whatever. This is gonna have to work. So today, we're talking about the trolley problem. If you don't know what the trolley problem is, it's basically where there's two tracks, and the trolley is coming, or there's 5 people on one track, 1 person on the other track, and the trolley is coming down the track, and it's about to hit 5 people, but you're standing next to a lever, and if you pull the lever, it goes and it hits 1 person instead of 5 people, right? So the whole thing is, which one would you hit? Do nothing and have a clear conscience, or hit 1 person and be directly responsible for the death of somebody? It's kind of a moral dilemma thing. So today we'll be talking about the trolley problem, like I was talking about before. I really got this idea from a Vsauce video. He has some like YouTube TV show. I don't know what else to call it. I think it's called Minefield. You can look it up. You can look at Vsauce trolley problem or something. But basically, I was watching that, and they did an experiment where they took actual people and basically had them face the trolley problem, except they thought it was real. And it was like a camera setup. So I guess go watch the video. I'll see if I can find a link to it or something. But okay, let's get into the trolley problem. So we got the trolley coming down the tracks. 2 people, 5 and 1. What do? Get the lever. So this is what you would do. This is an instructional video now, okay? I'll probably change like 5 times, but right now, for the next like 2 seconds, it will be an instructional video. So what you do is you wait until the front wheels are past the track, okay, or past the switch thing. So then you pull the lever. So the back wheels go on the other track, right? So you got both of them on each track. Right? So then the train is basically perpendicular to the tracks. Then you get all 6 people in one go. Boom. Hold on. Not done yet. So now, all of the people in the trolley, I'm sure hitting 6 people is going to be quite a shock. So they all fly to the side of the trolley or whatever. And then 10, 15 people, they're all dead. Okay, hold on. I'm not done yet. Now, as it coasts down the track, perpendicular to the track still, so it's just like, sliding down is making a sound, it's like scratching the track, Right there, at the end, it turns, right? So they just go off the track. And do you know what's right there? A train station. That's where all the passengers were going to get off. But now, the trolley is rolling over into the train station. 20, 30 people more. What's that? 6, 15, 21, plus 30, 51. So we got 51 right now. But it turns out, you know what was under that train station? A nuclear warhead silo. Out of nowhere. Why they'd put it there, nobody knows. It's just there. There's a nuclear missile silo underneath this train station. So, it hits there, because the fuel in the trolley. So then that explodes. Okay, all of the nukes now go off. We got 2 cities nearby, okay? The first city, pretty much everybody dies, except for like 3 people, right? So, how much people are in a city? I don't know. It's a fairly big city, I guess. So we'll go 200, so 251. Well, I guess we got 3 people that survive, so 197 plus 51... 248. So we have 248 right now from this one city. So those 3 people, they are absolutely pissed because all of their family just died. I'm going to be honest, I'd be pretty pissed too. So they go and kill like 30 people each because, they're pissed. So I'm done counting because this is going to get into big numbers that we're getting really serious here. But the other city, it's far enough away so that there's no heat damage or, vaporizing, whatever. There's no sound wave or shock wave, whatever. It's just the radiation. And I bet you know where this is going. zombies. That's right. All of them turn into zombies. So now we have a city of zombies. So then it just turns into a zombie apocalypse. Okay, so that's basically 8 billion people right there. I mean, that's, boom. Now we have a death count of 8 billion people. So, okay, so basically everybody is dead, except for like maybe 100, 200 people. You know, zombie shows, obviously there's people alive, otherwise there'd be no show. Just be zombies walking around. But, so, you were prepared for this. You knew this was going to happen because you watched this video. You knew, you were prepared. And you, right before you switched the lever, or right after, as it was rolling down, you built a nuclear bunker. That's right, you're in a bunker. You're fine. You got like 3 years worth of supplies. Okay, so we'll assume zombies take 3 years to wipe out most of the population. Do you know what you put in there because you were watching this video and you know exactly what to do? A hat that controls the zombies. So there's a little piece of duct tape on there that says zombie controlling hat. So you put on the hat and you control all the zombies, right? So you have a zombie army of an entire planet's population. That is a pretty powerful zombie army, or any army in general. So you control the zombies, and you go and you take out the last 100, 200 people, and very, very organized, and they get really confused because they're like, we've been fighting them, and they're just really random for the past 2 years, whatever. So they take out the civilizations first. 10, 20 people per civilization. You take out those first, and then you split up little groups of zombies, and you take out all the little groups that are just kind of nomads, just chilling and surviving. And so now we have an entire planet worth of a zombie army. See that? Okay, we're not done yet. I know we've wiped out one planet, but we're not done yet. So now you take all of the zombies and you take all of Earth's resources and you build spaceships, massive, massive spaceships for your entire zombie army. And you're wearing this hat still. That's not important, but you're wearing the hat. So you've got your zombie army on a bunch of spaceships, and you take off on your spaceships. And you're going to Mars. You guessed it. We're going to Mars, and we take out all the Martians. All the Martians are dead. And then we send one more smaller spaceship because we took all of Mars resources too. So we have a couple spaceships made out of Mars dust. And we send a Mars dust spaceship to the moon, and we take out all of the moon people, and we use the entire moon, like all of the moon, so there's no moon, to build a bunch more spaceships. So we have like an entire fleet. We have a spaceship for basically one zombie per spaceship. That's right, we still have the zombie army. So now, since we have so much spaceships and only like one zombie per spaceship, so that's like 8 billion spaceships. That's a pretty massive naval fleet. So now that we have that, we attach massive cannons and like drop ship things for the zombies. Okay, so we send the zombies to other planets, and then they get zombie outbreaks. And then, like, I don't know, we'll start with 10 more planets that have intelligent life or life, whatever. I guess, wait a second, what if we just take all of the life, including like the animals? Then we have an animal zombie army too. I didn't even think of that. Okay, so now we go to all of the planets and we turn them all into zombies. So we have like 10 planets worth of zombie armies, but we also have like 8 billion naval ships, which that's a pretty damn big number. So we got a pretty big fleet at this point. And we still got the hat, so we still have full control of them. So now we return to Earth and then weep because we realize we just destroyed the entire human population. But then we get up because we're going to dominate the entire universe. So now we're leaving Earth and we go and and we take out a bunch more planets. So we have this enormous zombie army of trillions of zombies and trillions of spaceships, and nobody can even try to stand a chance, unless I guess they would have like some super nuke or something. Unrelated, that doesn't happen yet. But, okay. So we've taken over the entire galaxy. And we have the entire galaxy. Do you know what we do now? We turn the galaxy into a spaceship. You heard me right. The galaxy is a spaceship. We put a big dome around it, and we fill it with air, and the galaxy is a spaceship. So now we go around on the galaxy, like literally the entire galaxy, the entire Milky Way, and we go and we take out the other ones. We're starting with the Andromeda, and then the other things, that's the only one I know. So we're going to go, and we're going to take out a bunch of galaxies. So there's going to be like a lot of galaxies, and then we turn them all into spaceships, and then we have a massive fleet of massive spaceships that are literally the size of a galaxy. And you know what we do now? Because we have taken over all of the galaxies, and now we go for the universe. We take out all the rest of the universe, and we have the entire universe. Literally, you're the only one that's not being controlled on the entire universe. Okay, so now we have the multiverse. We go for the multiverse. We take out maybe 2 more universes, triple the size of our zombie army. We are basically the main military power in the entirety of existence, from here to, I don't know, our next door neighbors 12,000 universes down. So we have literally every single one. But it's getting pretty tough to control an entire zombie army of gazillions of zombies just by yourself. So the only person you can trust is yourself. So you and your zombie army, you build, you guessed it, a time machine. And we go back to Earth. But it's been quite a while now. So there's new life on Earth. An entire new race of species. And do you know what they invented? You guessed it, the Fountain of Youth. They found the Fountain of Youth. So we're immortal now. Well, I guess we would have to be immortal a long time ago. We were always immortal. The nuclear blast gave us radiation and we were immortal. That's my reason for that. So, now we're super immortal because we also have the Fountain of Youth. So now we wipe out that population and we go back to where the trolley was. We go to that same place and we put the key into the time machine and we get the time machine going and we fly up in the train and then we time travel back to 1 second before we did it, and we grab me, or you, whoever's pulling the lever, whoever it is, you take them, and that's the commander, and you do that for every single second, for maybe like a year leading up, because that's the only person you can trust, you. So you get every single one from every half second for an entire year. I don't know, half second if you want to, but I think we only need a year of seconds, maybe 2 years, 3, depending on how big the universe is actually, and we might have an unfathomable amount of zombies, so we might need an unfathomable, so we might need to go back to when we were a kid. Maybe, we'll see when we get there. But, so now we have ourselves as commanders for our super zombie army. And we give them all the Fountain of Youth. So they're immortal too. That's the reason for the Fountain of Youth. See? Using our resources now. And we have literally every single important thing from every single race that we wiped out. We have the Pyramids of Giza, the Statue of Liberty. That's like on some storage planet in our original Milky Way spaceship. Okay, I'm kind of getting distracted and off point here. So now that we have all of the universes, basically all the universes, and such a massive zombie army that we don't need this big of a zombie army, but it's pretty big. It's a pretty big zombie army. So what do we do now? I guess interdimensional travel, that's what we're doing. We're going to all the dimensions where this didn't happen, and we wipe out all of those Earths, all of those universes, all of those galaxies and we turn them into spaceships, and we keep doing that infinitely. So we're just infinitely destroying dimensions, because theoretically there's infinite dimensions, you know. I guess you could start there and just do Earth over and over. No, I think you need a big enough zombie army to combine the resources from and the knowledge from millions, trillion, gazillions, literally quintillion. I don't know that big of a number, but of civilizations and knowledge, and we know everything, because remember, we're immortal. So we literally know everything that there's to know in possibly every single universe that there is to even think of. So now that we have basically every single dimension, I guess we could take ourselves from all the dimensions too. So we have a second per year, or every second from like 3 or 4 years from before that, in every dimension. So basically we have so many dimensions of ourselves from every second that we can command our entire zombie army hopefully a couple times over. I mean, it is a pretty big zombie army though, but okay, so here's where it gets interesting. Ourselves from another dimension where they were doing the same thing come to us, and we have to battle it out. That is right. Massive zombie army versus massive zombie army. 10 billion year long war. Do you know what happens? Everybody's zombies died. There's 2 people left, and that is you and you from the other dimension. So, with your ever expanding knowledge and 1 left zombie, you have 1 zombie left, you rebuild the entire universe. You recreate the Big Bang thousands of times, and finally you get back to our original universe, and you return the Milky Way, and you put everything back, and then Big Bang again, or whatever, you just put everything back, and then life restarts. And that is what actually happened before the Big Bang. The entire thing, the whole thing was true. It took trillions upon trillions. Here, let me look up a really big number. A trillion. Okay, so it looks like it's taken. Okay, so septillion, that's the biggest one. 1 times 10 to the 24th in scientific notation. So we have taken septillions of years to recreate the entire multiverse and every single dimension that we plundered and destroyed and that we did. So now everything's basically back to normal, right? I guess rinse and repeat. Do it all over again. Put the people on the track and then the trolley, and then I guess you could change it. That would be pretty interesting, to just wipe out civilizations for infinitely, just for the rest of time. That would be pretty lonely. But you have your zombie army. That's a pretty good companion, a zombie army of septillions of zombies. And so I guess that's where we're at. I mean, just rinse and repeat. Just do the same thing over and over. So that's what to do if you know there's a trolley problem. Actually, no, this was a history lesson. Remember, this is what happened, and it was you. But you wiped your memory so you could relive again, sacrificing your immortality to live a real human life as a real human. How have I kept a straight face through this whole thing? This is incredible. I haven't even, I smiled like once. Okay, well, goodbye. See you in the next video. This was so chaotic. Peace out, boys. Woo!
Why is that what made me laugh?